Hi, I'm Mark Streshinsky, Artistic Director of Berkeley West Edge Opera. No longer Berkeley West Edge Opera, now we're just West Edge Opera. Here to do another webisode introducing the 2011-2012 season. We're calling this season the Popera season. I've been interested for a long time in the effect of popular culture on the world of opera, and I found that as I started doing operas that had elements of popular culture, people really connected to those pieces and they recognized things that they knew on stage, and it really made them enjoy the operas much more. So I decided to devote an entire season to this idea and called it, yeah, it's kind of cute, but called it Popera. So we're doing 3 operas. The first opera is Ariadne of Naxos. Ariadne is an opera that absolutely tackles this issue. It happens that there is a group of people that are presenting a very serious, beautiful opera based on the Greek tragedy of Ariadne of Naxos. And they have to perform this for a very wealthy man, and at the same time, there's a group of commedia players. Really, in this case, we're going to say they're like a fun nightclub group, because I will do the production modern dress. The commedia players come, and they're going to perform the same evening as the serious opera happens, but at the last minute they're forced to do their 2 performances at the same time. And what's very interesting in the piece is that I believe the commedia players, the popular culture people, gain an appreciation for the high art, and I think also the high art people gain an appreciation for what the commedia players, the popular culture, brings to it. So it's really a mashup of popular and high culture, and I think it's really very interesting, and I'm sure will be enlightening for this idea of popera. The second production we're going to do in the spring, opening at the beginning of March, is a new version of the Magic Flute by David Scott Marley, which we're calling the Manga Flute. Scott has done several operas for Berkeley Opera. Most notably, the Italian Girl in Algiers was changed to the Riot Girl on Mars, resetting the entire thing on Mars. And there was a Die Fledermaus that was set in the Berkeley Hills. And his pieces are very popular, and people have been asking me for almost the entire time I've been artistic director when I'm going to have Scott do a piece for us. Well, I've asked Scott to rewrite the Magic Flute, really changing it quite a lot. I asked him to make it just a little bit more understandable, because Magic Flute can be extremely confusing. But I also wanted it to be terrific for kids, and he came up with the idea of setting it in a manga or Japanese anime cartoon atmosphere, which I think is really perfect, because the world of anime has a mystical sense about it that really fits with Magic Flute. And so he's actually rewriting the story and keeping the same music, but setting it with, we'll be doing projections of anime cartoon art, and I think it'll be a very interesting evening. The final production of the season, the summer show, was intended to be an opera. Jonathan and I searched for an opera about a pop culture icon. And we discovered an opera about Marilyn Monroe that had been written by an esteemed colleague at Yale University, where I've spent 2 years working. The piece had premiered at City Opera in the early 90s. Sadly, we decided a few weeks ago that it was important that, because of budgetary reasons, we changed the piece. Marilyn has a very large orchestra and extremely large cast, and we just decided it wasn't possible to do under the circumstances of the budget that we work under. So we've decided to do something different, still with the popular culture feel. In this case, 2 pieces, a double bill of 2 pieces that the music is steeped in popular culture, very much jazz and popular music, but still definitely operas, very complex music. It's a double bill which I'm calling Opera in the City of Sin. So we'll be doing Kurt Weill's Das kleine Mahagoni, which is the short version of The Rise and Fall of the City of Mahagoni. It was the piece that was done before he expanded it to make it into the large opera. And we're going to pair with that a piece by a composer named Daron Hagen. The piece is called Vera of Las Vegas. It was written about 5 years ago and performed in Las Vegas as well as New York City and I believe in Europe a few places. A very fun piece, two one acts, each about an hour long. Mahagoni is actually a bit shorter than that. Vera of Las Vegas is very exciting because the role of Vera is a countertenor, and so we're going to have a lot of fun putting that together. That will be in the summer, opening at the end of July. So I really hope that you can join us for the entire season, and I'll see you at the opera. Thank you.